All right, let's do this again. All right, this is my fifth time doing this. I'm going to keep it fresh and to the point. I am Delilah Fitness. I've been in the fitness industry for well over 30 years. Love what I do. Couldn't see myself doing anything else. I just really wanted to share my thoughts as far as being someone in the fitness industry. Really, as a child, being so influenced by bodybuilding and really putting a lot of my idols on a pedestal. So, a lot of you guys know my story. I grew up in the rural, Brooklyn, Bronx, in the era of crack, where crack was taking over the inner cities. A lot of people drank the Kool-Aid as far as took the hit and went into a state as far as cleaned out the community. I found bodybuilding to be something that really resonated within I, because it showed a sign of discipline and control. Also, it showed a sign of the whole thing, a gladiator, the strength, the muscles, the discipline. And I can't tell you how much I just love Arnold Schwarzenegger, like watching him, having pictures of him on my wall, or watching him working out, watching pumping iron, Luke Ferrigno, the whole nine. And so for me, what kept me focused was working out. Even when I wasn't a member of a gym, I used to do calisthenics, push-ups, pull-ups in the park. Not too many girls did that. It wasn't very popular because at my age, everybody was looking to find a mate or dating. But just really the discipline, almost like being in the military, really resonated within me. So for me, I took this hit really hard with Cedric McMillian, who just passed away at 44 due to complications. Very young man, really was on top of his game, was going places, and he was taken out. Also taken in consideration, I would like to speak my truth as far as being in the fitness industry for well over 3 decades, and almost going that route of being a bodybuilder, and also seeked out from people who were looking for new, fresh faces in competing. Several times I was approached by people who were looking for new talent for the bodybuilding arena. And I declined for so many reasons imaginable, because it was an oxymoron for me. Because if I'm leaving the hood to get away from crack, and then to go into the gym to run right into steroids, So I personally kept my head and my nose clean, if you know what I mean. I actually did not, even when there were people that drank the Kool-Aid that was around me and we were working out together. As a person who did compete and watch people and competing with people who were on steroids, that wasn't going any place for me, because I cannot compete with steroids, if somebody's taking it. So I bowed out gracefully, and I went straight into still continuing to work out, because I have a love for working out. I don't know what I would do if I didn't work out. It's something that it feeds my soul, and I get to spend some time with myself, and I get to get in my head. So it definitely keeps me balanced. So that's needed. So for me, seeing Cedric pass away, and also taking into consideration Joe Wida and the whole Arnold Classics, that when you're in that arena, you make your money as far as him being a professional. He was basically, part of his job was to look a certain way, but he states in a lot of his videos before he transitioned that he couldn't hold food down. His lungs, was having difficulty breathing, but he still had to get on stage and he had to perform, which was quite frustrating. I mean, I don't know how he did it, you know what I mean? But it leads me to the point of the stress, and how the compassion. Is there any compassion in the bodybuilding arena? Is there room for compassion, or is it just competition and all the fear and war? Because there is, from what I know with people who were in the fitness bodybuilding arena and won several awards. It's basically, what have you done for me lately? Because now a lot of them, based on what they used to do and taking a lot of the growth hormones and the Winstrom and the Deca and all of the steroids, it took a toll on their kidneys. So a lot of people, the majority of people that I know that was in professional level, are really jacked up right now. So all of the prize money that they won is going to go back in taking care of their kidneys. Some of them are not looking as far as healthy. And it's weird because fitness for me is health. And the bodybuilding contest, bodybuilding community, and that whole steroids, it contradicts everything that fitness stands for me. So when I'm seeing people that are my peers start to fall from heart attacks at 56, at this age, some don't even make it to 56 or, to my age. The heart, the kidneys, the whole internal organs shut down, a lot of stress. So for me, I wanted, like I said, give my condolences. Also, I would like to, and I'm hoping that this video reaches somebody who's young or even older, who's have these visions of going in there and naiveness that you're going to be exempt from the drugs, because that's part of the package with the bodybuilding contest. Especially if you're going up the ladder to the Arnold Classics and you're doing the Joe Weider, show. Even a lot of those protein shakes and a lot of those advertisements are all about sports enhancements. And even the protein powders at the Vitamin Shop and the GNC, they're not even, as far as the Food and Drug Administration, they're not even tested. Anybody can make a protein powder and sell it on the market. And that happens a lot. So I just wanted to say, and it's funny because even Arnold is vegan right now. Even Arnold, after all those years and years of being conditioned that a real man eats meat, and where do you get your protein, and protein. Protein isn't everything. It depends. Sometimes you guys overindulge with the protein powders, the creatine, the phosphorus, all of that stuff. You overdose, you put so much in, and basically you're overdoing it, and you're taxing your organs. You're aging faster at a warp speed ahead because you're taxing your organs. And there's only but so much that the organs can take, and you're taking a lot of chemicals, so the body is consuming poison. So a lot of bodybuilders, they, you get on stage and you do your thing, but it's going to cost you in the end, and I'm hoping that for someone 16, 17 that's extremely impressionable, I'm hoping that they watch this video, and I'm hoping that they make the wise choice that to pick real health over superficial validation. Because look at Flex Wheeler. Look at it, Flex. Flex was on top of his game in the 80s, and look at him now. He's not what he used to be. He paid his dues, and now where's all of the people that was pushing him to take the sports enhancement drugs, and then he's not what he used to be. And look at Luke Ferrigno. I think he was in the hospital the other day, and then Cedric just passed away at 44. Leaves behind a wife and children. This is alarming, and it's such a big contradiction on the fitness world, and it's just giving mixed signals to children. So I'm hoping that just know when you go into it because you enjoy being the best version of yourself, and you enjoy working out. It dopamines, it releases chemicals, the feel-good drug. You get a good sleep at night. You feel, confident about yourself, as opposed to looking for validations from people who are selling you drugs. Pretty much, it's no different from the guy who's selling crack on a corner. And I find it very disappointing that we have, the whole Joe Weider and the whole Muscle and Fitness, and how they're selling these images that's not real. They're not real. So as you guys know, this is something that I enjoy talking about. I love talking about fitness. So if you love it as much as I do, I also know that me being vegan and me being eating fruits, vegetables, seeds, and nuts, the biggest thing that I notice with people who are vegan, they don't work out. Some people just kind of eat the food and they call it a day. Even if you're doing yoga, you're doing something active, just because you're eating fruits and vegetables doesn't exempt you from doing activities. I totally am a big fan of raw vegan food and taking care of your health, exercising, going out, jogging, doing your yoga, doing breath work, but go out and enjoy life. Don't just sit around and think that you're exempt from, because you have a lymphatic system and you have to move to, a body in motion stays in motion. So I'm hoping that you guys get that not all vegans sit around and don't exercise, because we do. So I'm hoping to build a community of people who love working out and love eating raw vegan food or vegan food, and that we, come together and create our own exercise or bodybuilding show, that we don't need to deal with Joe Wida or those type of people who are eating all kind of crazy food and packing on fake muscles, inflammation, and mucus. So, hey, just hit me up and just let me know what you think about this video. Want to do more, want to just break down a lot of the bodybuilders that are vegan, and we can interview some of them. That would be a lot of fun for me. I actually enjoy this, and looking forward to hearing from you guys. All right, guys, until next time, eat your fruits and vegetables. Peace.